Hello everyone, how are you doing? And welcome to another episode of Ask Coach Ruth. If you're new to this channel, I want to say a special welcome to you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. And to all of you, thank you for liking, for subscribing, for sharing. You guys are the real MVPs. So on today's episode, as usual, I'm going to be answering your question. We have received questions and I'm going to be answering the question. But before I answer your question, like I always say, if you have a question, there's a link just below the video. Click on the link and you can ask your question, and it's anonymous. It's strictly anonymous, meaning that no one knows you're the one asking, so you are safe. So we have a question today. This question says, hello Coach Ruth, what communication strategies can help us talk openly about our sexual desires and fantasies? Okay, I like this question. So what communication strategies can help us talk openly about our sexual desires and fantasies? First of all, we must recognize that it is okay to have sexual desires and fantasies. In marriage, it is okay. God gave us the God put those feelings there, those sexual urges, desires that we have. It is not wrong. It is okay. Now, it is also good for us to note that we are two different people in a marriage, meaning that your sexual desires and fantasies might not be what your spouse would consider appropriate. And this is where communication comes in. So one of the first communication strategies is to first of all recognize that you're two different people. So when you're communicating, you're not communicating from a place of this is what is right, this is what we must do, this is what must happen. You're communicating from a place of sharing your experience. This is what I would like. This is what I would like to express. And when it comes to sex, the best way to actually communicate is during sex. It's to guide your spouse, to guide your spouse into what you want, to be able to, lead your spouse to say, okay, I like when you do this to me. I like when you touch me here. I like when you hold me like this. All of that are positive communication. It is more effective than when you say what the other person is not doing. So when you use the you statement, oh, you're not touching me, you're not doing this to me, you're not holding me well, you're not kissing me well. Sex is such a sensitive topic. The person would most likely become discouraged and become defensive. So the best way is to share to communicate in a positive manner, meaning that while you're getting it on, just let your partner know. You can even guide their hands to what you want. Let them know what you like. Just ask for what you like. Oh, I'd like you to touch me here. I'd like you to, I'd like to experience this with you. All of that helps your partner to feel like you are in it together. So that's one. Another communication strategy that works is I always recommend that couples have a time where they talk about themselves. So you can have like a day where you do like a couples checkup, you have this special time where you talk. It could be a date night. It could be Saturday morning during coffee. It could be just a few minutes where you can really talk about the things that that have to do with the two of you. You're not talking about kids. You're not talking about work. You're talking about just the two of you. So in an atmosphere like this, you can bring it up and say, oh, I have these desires that I would like to try sexually. Because, it's not a threatening atmosphere. It's also an atmosphere where the two of you have agreed that you would have conversations like this. So you can bring them up in these ways. But again, I think one of the most effective ways is actually leading your spouse, not complaining about what they're not doing, leading your spouse, letting them know what you like. So if you like when your spouse, maybe bites your ears, for instance, let them know you like it. Let them know, oh, I liked when you did this to me, or I would like you to do this to me. And then that way they're getting to know about your desires and your fantasies. But I would say that you should also manage your expectations, meaning that if you have fantasies, you also want to recognize the background of your spouse, where they're coming from. Some of these fantasies might be alien or might just be too much for them. So you have to meet each other in the middle. You have to communicate about what is acceptable for your own marriage. And really, marriage is about serving the other person. So it's not just about us. It's not just about what we like. It is also about what my partner is comfortable with. So we're both making compromises. We're both meeting ourselves in the middle. And if it would be nice to say, let me say that I just wrote a book. I wrote a book about sex recently. The title is Have Sex and Pray. Also, you can get the book. It's on Amazon. I will put the link below in this video. I talked a lot about sex in the book, and I'm sure that when you read the book, you would have more knowledge. You would have more strategies that you can use for this. So I hope this helps you. Guys, thank you so much for listening. Thank you for watching this episode, and I will see you on the next episode. But before you go, make sure to give a like, share this with someone that you think it would be helpful for. Drop a comment. Let me hear what you think, and subscribe to the channel. Bye.